All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor today to sit down with the future legend of the sport, Cole Varnes. You guys remember this name right here because absolute weapon on two wheels, not on road racing, flat track too as well. But we're going to get into that whole story. Cole, welcome to the podcast, my friend.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, buddy. It's gonna be a fun experience.
It's going to be a proper mega willy good time, my friend, as I always say. For sure. And I got that people from my buddy Dave Neal and Davey Todd out in the UK, the proper mega willy good time. I was like, I'm gonna start using that. It's pretty cool. So anyway, Cole, as always, I love having future legends of the sport on the podcast, getting to hear all about your journey. So tell us, where did your journey start on two wheels and how did you end up to where you are today?
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. I think almost a bit of a one-off. When I was two, my dad got me a PW50 and towed me around on a four-wheeler, and we didn't do much racing with that. We did maybe one or two hair scrambles, and then went to a one-off flat track race on it, but nothing crazy. And then we stopped racing for a little bit, and then I think probably late 2018, like September, we started racing the KTM 65 hair scrambles. We did that for about 2 years, and then didn't like it too much. It was fun, but then we found out about this track called Sandy Hook Speedway, and I went down for a practice day, and I fell in love with it my first time there. And right after that, there was a scrambles race the next weekend, and I was able to convince my dad to skip the scrambles race and take me to Sandy Hook. Uh, Road race is just better in all ways. And then I ended up winning my first race that year too at New Jersey Motorsports Park, running the Mini GP series. And then probably, yeah, I don't think I placed in top three in the championship that year, but every year after that, I know I finished pretty well, respectively well in that series. The second year, main highlights was halfway through, we got an Ovale GP 110, and I rode that a little bit, Sandy Hook Mini GP, and then ended up the last race of the year for the Moto America Mini Cup in 2022. I raced the Ovale there, got fourth overall. So that was a fun experience to get to race with the big guys.
Well, talk us through that experience, Cole, with the mini GP and Moto Americas. That's something that's kind of fairly new, right? So talk us through your
Yeah,
experience with that.
yeah, that was that was fun. I remember pulling up to the driveway into PIRC, and we checked in, and I stepped out of the truck for the first time there, and it was all these kids running around with like the lanyard with the Moto America Pro license thing. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to fit in with this at all. Ended up halfway through, I found one of my friends there, Ryder Davis, and we hung out for a while. And then I ended up practicing good. I think I qualified overall seventh, I think. I think it was seventh. And then we went out for the main race, and I was able to stay behind someone that used to gap me the entire year.
Progression. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's a beautiful program for sure. Tell us
Yeah.
your experience about the Ovale. I've never had the opportunity to ride one yet. I've got friends that have them, but you think that's a great bike?
I mean, it's not my favorite bike. You got to be yeah, you got to be very careful with them. It's I've never really 100% liked them. I've had some fun on them, but yeah, I had a pretty two nasty crashes on my when we got a 190 in 2023. I had a pretty yeah, well, I had a pretty nasty crash, spit me off twice at CMP. I was huge for it. Consider I'm 6 foot tall. Now
You
think
are
it's
tall,
someone
kid.
6 foot tall on a 3 foot tall bike. Not even.
Yeah. So speaking of the injury, man, because this is critical in road racing, man. How did you come back from the mental side of that on those crashes?
I mean, I put my head down, just kept going. It's hit the gym right after. Was sore for about a good week after that crash, but then got right back on the bike. Went out raced TTR Mini GP. And then that was the year we ended up doing the entire mini GP series, or Moto America Mini Cup series. I ended up getting 3 first places overall, second overall in the Stock 125 Championship, and fourth overall in the Stock 110 Championship.
Love it, man. Mega season. Yeah, absolutely proper mega season right there. Yeah, that's good, man. Proud of you. Proud of you.
Thank you.
That's and speaking of Ryder Davis, real quick, I can only imagine double trouble right there in the paddock. You and Ryder Davis for sure.
Yeah, we get along good. We've had our fair share of fun going around the paddock.
I can only imagine. I remember real quick touching on Davis real quick. We were at Jersey at the end of the year, and it was me and Avery and Ella Dreyer. And he comes up to me. He's got this tens unit, Cole, and he's like, "Have you ever had a tens unit before?" I was like, "Bro, that's nothing, right?" Yeah. He's like, "I bet you can't do it on the high setting." I said, "Okay." So it turned into a chat. As everything you already know turns into a challenge, right? Challenge accepted, bro. Let's go. So yeah, me, Ella, Avery, Ryder, it was hilarious. I got it all recorded. I need to make some shorts of that and actually put it out there on the interwebs because it's hilarious. But yeah, double trouble right there. You and Ryder for sure. Oh my God, I love it. So first season in mini cup, man. Absolutely killed it. So what happened the next year going from there?
Yeah, next year after that was when we switched out of the Ovale. Halfway through 2023, we sold the Ovale because I had a not too good experience with it at Barber. I never crashed, but I couldn't make a whole lap without feeling like I was about to launch myself to the moon. They're very twitchy for something on 12-inch wheels with, what is it, almost 20 horsepower on 12-inch wheels is almost
Sketchy.
a little too much.
Sketchy to say the least.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the flat track training comes in, right?
Right. Yep. And then that's where 2024 ended up. We went to move to a 400 in October of 2023. We got a 400 from a scrap dealer and put basically stock race parts on it, just the velocity stacks, and I don't even know what else. Probably a pipe. That's it. The ECU flash, nothing major. No, it wasn't the Moto America build. And then we went to a Weir race in March at Roebling Road. Won that, and then had a DNF mechanical failure. I think the sprocket or the nut that holds the sprocket on the countershaft sprocket came loose, and since there's nothing really holding it on, it's only like a couple rows of threads. The entire front sprocket nut, all that just flew off, and that was going through a turn. So that was a scary experience. I thought I blew the bike up because the motor shut off right away, but it wasn't. I'm happy it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Yeah, and then I came up to my dad. He came running up to me with the crash truck, and he's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, I don't know. The bike won't start. And he goes, "Hold the clutch," and it started right up. And I'm like, oh, okay, that explains a lot.
I bet that was a scary moment. Front sprocket coming off, in the corner. That's sketch for sure, right?
Yeah.
But dude, going back, your first time on the 400, you won a race,
right? Yeah,
bro. Amazing, right? Proper mega, as I say. Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that was that's the trophy on the far right up there, the Weir trophy on the far right. That was from first place 400 at Roebling Road.
And you was like, "I got this, Dad. This right here. I like this bike."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what started. I was into it in the mini GP, but right when I started riding the 400, I'm like, I love this. It was as soon as I got on the big bikes that I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
I bet.
And then we didn't do much road racing without the mini GP series being there. So we just did that Weir race, and then the whole rest of the year we flat tracked, except for one exception. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. And I ended up winning the 250 Amateur Championship on a I ended up winning the 250 Am Championship with KTM, and then another 250 AM championship up in New York, Square Deal Raceway, and then Open AM championship in New York at Square Deal. So 2024 was a big year for me in that respects. First year really racing for a class that pays too, which was 250 Sportsman in District 6. That pays for it pays up to I think $300 and some for first place. Which
made Dad happy.
Yeah, made Dad happy. Yeah, whenever I win that one, it's a big celebration because it's amateur and expert combined.
I gotcha. Love it, man. I love it. You know, flat track racing to me is, I think it's the best training you can do on a bike. You know, it just teaches you body control, bike control. The front's always going, the rear's always going.
Yep.
So you get the movement down. You feel what it's like for it to be loose,
Mhm.
being uncomfortable, being comfortable, being uncomfortable, right? Getting used to everything. And then once you do, and you get on a closed sort, you know, a road race circuit,
Right.
when you have that front end slide or that rear starts coming around, the bike's just moving around. You're like, okay, I got this. This is normal, right? It's muscle memory movement.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that was flat track helped me out a lot, learning to accept when the bike slides, because I know I only ever did maybe 5 flat track races before that 2024 season, and then we didn't miss a single race that entire season. So we were going, like that was kind of my training, because we were still in that bridge point between, we didn't want to go down south all these weekends and race Wera, because we live up in Pennsylvania. That's a long trip to go down to Florida, Georgia every weekend. And without the May GP series, that was what was left, and I'm happy I did it, because it helps a lot. The learning, the mental side of doing it. It's short races. You got to make your action quick, efficiently, not hit someone. Like, it's yeah. So someone watching who never really did flat track but's a road racer, I promise you it will help you out a lot.
100%. Yeah, 100%. So talk to me, a question I have for you, know, flat track, preparing mentally, flat track race versus mentally preparing for road racing. Is there a difference in that?
Not really. Almost a little bit. And I'll say a little bit because you gotta have your mind set, especially if you come right off a weekend of road race, and then in 7 days you're out in short track, and you're going into a turn, and instead of your bike being under you, you're going like this, completely crossed up into a turn, and you're like, okay, I gotta mentally prepare for the bike's gonna stick or it's not gonna stick. The bike is gonna do this. It's not gonna do this. Adjustments from bike to bike actually translate a lot. Like, if we were having a problem without the bike turning in road race, say I was going through turn 1 at New Jersey, Thunderbolt, which is it's a very fast turn 1, almost a 90-degree. When you're going into that, you brake a tiny bit, and that's the only thing that helps keep your front on the ground through the turn. So what you do is lower the forks if you wanted it to turn sharper. It's the same thing on a DTX frame. If you want the bike to turn harder or keep the front planted a little bit more, you can lower the front, and the front won't like dive as well, almost sometimes quicker depending on how low you go, but it's not going to start like railing out from under you and just going out to the wall.
It's more of a subtle.
Yeah.
Instead of just, okay, all right, hold up.
Yeah, it's a lot more controllable.
Yeah, more controllable. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I've never done flat track, but something I always wanted to give it a shot for sure. Looks like so much fun, you know. And
Yeah.
Speaking of that, when I was at Daytona, me and you talked about this a little bit before we went live, is that was the first actual flat track race I went to physically in real life. It was one of the best experiences I ever had. It was my first time, you know, that I got to meet Sammy since I had him on the podcast. And I remember standing by the fence, and I'm sitting there, and the dude looks at me because my eyes are like this wide. He's like, "Is this your first time at actual live flat track?" I was like, "Yes, let's go up against the fence." Right. Like, I couldn't wait for it to start. I see him there across the field. So turn 1, I'm right there coming out of turn 2. And he's like, just make sure you look to the right when they come by. Otherwise, you're going to get a face full of dirt. And I was like, I'll embrace it. Right. So the first time I didn't, and I got, you know, pelted it kind of hurt. So
The moon dirt, the moon
bro, the
dust.
moon dust, right? But I remember this guy coming out, going into turn 2, and it full gas, man. And the bike, I don't know what happened, but the front and rear wheel come up off the ground, and this dude never let out. I forget his name. I mean, it was just like what, and then it hit, and his bar was like this close to the fence, and I was like, "Whoa, let's go!" Oh my god, it was. You can tell by my energy just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Bro, it was one of the best experiences ever. If you haven't been to a flat track, you have to go to a flat track race for sure.
Yeah.
I thought there was many times it was going to be a collision or 2 or 3 or 4 for sure, because it's nuts, man. It really is. TV does not do it any justice.
Yeah, I can say that firsthand.
Yeah.
TV, when you watch flat track races on Fans Choice or now it's on Flow,
Yep.
it's it doesn't look as close as it is when you're there.
Bro, it's better than any Moto3 race you've ever seen in your life. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, oh my god, they're gonna hit, and they don't. Somehow they don't, or they touch and they just throw it in the turn, and it's just and I was, bro,
Yeah.
it is absolute heart just pounding.
I'll let you into a little secret on why we all don't hit each other. So yeah, a prime example of this race coming up, Timonium Indoors, Timonium, Maryland, Cow Palace. You're racing maybe a 10-foot long straightaway, 20-foot long straightaway into a turn on concrete. The inside turns are tires. Your foot's above the tires, you're laying the bike over. So you're running about 7-second lap times. It's very
Fast.
short track.
Yeah.
Very short track. Think of the Chili Bowl, smaller than that. Think of any short track you can imagine, smaller than that. And something we do there is the idea to pass someone is when they leave an inch, you take 3 to pass someone there. And what that means is when you see someone leave enough room, you stick your tire there. And if they're, I'll say, smart rider, they'll kind of let up a little bit, and they'll make it so you won't hit, but it'll still be pretty hard for you to pass. And that's the same thing, half miles, miles, everywhere. If you see someone right under you, we all kind of let up a little bit, just enough for you not to hit them, but we're doing everything we can to not let them pass us at the same time.
It don't sound like it. It sounds full gas the whole time. It's just Bob. It's amazing. Except for if you're slamming Sammy, right? He just comes up in and makes it known. Hey, I'm here. See ya. For sure. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So, a flat track, you can contest that it's absolutely fundamental to do flat track, and it translates very well to road racing. And obviously you're still going to do flat track too as well.
Yeah, we're so I got we just sold the 250. So we're off that bike for the year. We got the Supermoto 450 that we're putting the rain tires on. Probably going to get 19s for it soon. And I'm moving up to expert next year, finally, after racing 2 years amateur. Happy about that.
Congratulations, my man.
Thank you. Yeah, and then we got one other bike. There's an iffy race on it. I might do it, might not. I got my dad's Rotax 600 that we're getting there. I'm working on him to let me race it.
Let's go, Mike, dude. We got to make this happen.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun bike to race. It's I've seen people race them. It's got just pull. I see people pull on half miles with them.
Yeah. They're fast. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I want to get to a couple of these comments. Of course, the first one in the house is the legend himself, where it all began for you. The beautiful journey where it starts is Mike Varnes, man. Welcome, Mike. And then we got Sammy, man. What is going on, Sammy, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Michael Myers, big thumbs up, man. Thank you. And then Sammy says, I want to hear about the ice.
Yeah, so big announcement. My dad made an announcement on all social media. I was able to get myself a ride on Royal Enfield 450 for the World Championship Ice Racing Series.
Bro, let's go. Congratulations.
Yeah, through Johnny Lewis put a post out and it said, "Message me. We'll run your names through, pick some people to race." And I'm thankful that I got to be one of those people.
Bro, how pumped are you for this opportunity?
I'm excited. It is it's going to be an experience, considering it's basically a framer. It's a stock frame with the same motor, but it's a street bike. It's think of like a Harley, not a bagger, but it looks like the twins that they race in flat track. To an extent, it does.
Yeah. So, how does one prepare for this?
I don't even know. There isn't really any preparing. I mean, Blue Mountain Lake, um, we've been up there a couple times. If it freezes, you get to go up there. I think it's minimum 8 inches of ice. You get to go up. They let you ride on it. I won't be able to test that bike, but I'll be able to get to ride something if we go up.
That's
And
awesome. I
yeah,
love it, man.
last year we went up in February. I think 2 weekends after Valentine's, and I had we had the best idea, great idea to do a race, and um, didn't end too well. I ended up crashing, and the guy behind me blew the corner, hit the bike, and the bike came around, spun around, shredded through a Carhartt jacket, sweatshirt, and shredded my back from my left shoulder down.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was it hurt to pick up anything for the next 2 or 3 weeks after that.
I can only imagine, Cole. I can only imagine, right?
The
So
shower burns.
shower burns, right? Even cold, it still hurts. Yeah. Racing on the ice, man, is something again I've never done, man. So what's it like to ice race, man? What's the feel? Is it kind of like flat track? Is the bike super loose, or does it have like super? Is it grippy?
It's depends on where you're at. So like when you're racing the indoor stuff, the indoor ice racing, especially at indoors, you have to, in the pro class, you have to run the studs, the indoor studs. And they're shorter, and I think they're not as sharp as the outdoor ones. The outdoor ones you can run in the amateur classes and you get a ton of grip. Like that's what I used when I was at Blue Mountain Lake was the outdoor, and you don't spin up that much at all. But then the indoor ones, which I never got to ride a big bike on yet, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting because they're what I think about an eighth of an inch shorter, which
Which makes a
is
huge
doesn't
difference.
sound like a lot, but
But
it makes a big
yeah,
difference.
I can only imagine slipping in this slide, and it's just like flat track. It's nothing but smiles the whole time you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, amazing. Well, dude, congratulations again, man. So, preparing for this opportunity coming in, man, do you have any expectations going into this?
I'm just hoping to do good because I know the deal was the person who finishes first, it's its own separate class. It's separate from the pro class, separate from the amateur class. It's just four of us, and the person who finishes first gets sent out to Michigan to race the final race of the season. Ohio, not Michigan. Where? I think it's
Oh,
Ohio. I might be wrong.
listen, you're going to go out there and kill it. Absolutely. You're going to go out there and kill it, Cole. You got this, my friend. 110%.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We got Manda says, woohoo, I can't wait to watch in Reading, PA.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's go.
Someone's coming to support.
That's right. That's right. And then we got my good buddy Will in. Big shout out, Will. I met Will at Mid Ohio. He was doing the lollipop gig with me at Moto America, and we become really good friends. And then when I seen him at Jersey, he actually gave me one of his T-shirts he had custom made. So I just wanted to show my support for my buddy, man. So thank you so much, Will. You, my friend, is proper mega for sure. Yeah, dude, that lollipop gig. Have you ever done like any? Oh no, probably not. But have you ever wanted to do like any corner marshal working sometime? Like go out there and give it a try.
I've thought of it. I actually scored because I broke my ankle in early October. I ended up scoring a flat track race by hand in the last race of the year in November. November 1st was when it was. I sat down at the table in the middle of the track and wrote down the numbers going past. That was hard to say the least.
It's not as
Very,
easy.
very hard.
It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
Mm-mm.
It's not. It's really not. Same thing as commentating, man. It's not an easy gig to do for sure, right? But it's a lot of fun to do. It was an experience commentating at Azure. So yeah, yeah, I was actually when I was doing the lollipop gig, I was there talking with Jason Uribe's dad. I forget his first name. I'm sorry. I'm bad with names, and we're sitting there talking and smiling, back and forth. He's looking at the thing and he's swapping all these things. I was like, bro, like that's an intense job, ain't it? He's like, dude, I ain't got time to talk. I got to concentrate on doing what I'm doing. I just started laughing. He's like sweating and just, yeah, it was fun to see that experience being up close. Seeing what it takes, And I say that everybody plays an important role in a beautiful circus. Everybody, corner marshals, big shout out to them because without them, we wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, Cole, man. So 2025, let's talk about your season in 2025, man. What did you do?
Yeah, 2025 was a big year, big year for me, all in general. Yeah, we didn't do too much flat track this year till towards the end. And I think that's what got me, like, this year is what said, okay, yeah, we're getting back into road racing again. And then I fell in love with it as soon as we got back on the 400.
Love it.
Yeah, beginning of the season, we raced the CF Moto 450.
How was that?
Yeah, that was an experience. I'll call it that.
Did you like the CF Moto?
It didn't handle the best for me. I know people have told me, oh, yeah, I've done this lap time on it. I've done that lap time on it. I've never been able to get close to those lap times. So it might just be me. But, yeah, huge thanks to Carnes for letting me race it. It was definitely a fun experience to be able to ride it. And it was great getting some help. Good to learn from something. And then when we got on the 400 again, I did go faster right away. I will say
immediately.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think the final thing that set it off was I had a crash at Summit Point. The first time we were at Summit, I had a crash in turn 3, very fast turn. For people who don't know, that's a 90 some mile an hour turn, and I just tucked the front, slid off. And then I crashed the same weekend in turn 5. And I'm like, okay, I need to just chill out, finish the race. It was actually an Azure Cup race, so I got up with a bent clip on, went out, finished the race. I need the points.
That's right.
Points for the championship.
That's right.
And then, yeah, I crashed at VIR. Not good. It wasn't terrible, but it was enough. And I think that was the last time we're like, okay, yeah, no, we're going back to the 400.
Is that the weekend me and you and your dad finally met?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Speaking of real quick, Carnes Performance, man, big shout out to Carnes Performance. Best dealership in Pennsylvania for sure. Was saying that it's very important to keep the products within the industry. So if you guys and girls need anything motorcycle parts, motorcycle related, please keep it within the industry. Don't order it off of Walmart, Target, Temu, or any of that. It's very important. So much so that, I'm friends with Jason, of course. I could have bought the same dirt bike 10 minutes down the road, but I decided to drive 6 hours away to support my buddy and his business and keep it within the industry. People that I know, trust, and love and respect, right? I'd give them their business and drive 10 hours away just to do it versus, sitting at home ordering, I can get a better deal at Walmart. Listen, keep it within the industry. It helps the industry grow. It really does. So big shout out to Carnes Performance, man. And you worked with them. I mean, they helped you out with the CF Moto thing, and dude, amazing people.
Yeah, they Yeah, they're fun people to hang out with. We went up for a kind of racer day thing. It was the Carnes, I think, 20th anniversary, 50th anniversary, 25th, 25th anniversary. We went up. They had a party, like a meet and greet of the racers. So we know them. We get along with them pretty well. There's no really hard feelings when we got the bike back to them. It was, yeah, we still talk to him. He's gonna help in the future.
Love it.
Hopefully, we're gonna get some help from him with our new bike for next year that we're getting out on. I don't think anyone made an announcement about that yet, but we just got a Suzuki GSX 8R for flat trackers, same bike that Dan Bromley races, same motor, just super bike frame, super bike everything. And I'm excited to race. We bought it off one of our friends, Cassidy Heiser, placed top 7 in a Moto America race. So we know what the bike's capable of doing. And now we just got to see if I can do it.
You can do it. 110%. Congratulations, my man. This is huge news. Big step for you too, as well, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Coming from a 400 to the GSX 8R. I hope I said that right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little tongue twister, right?
Everything else is GSX-R, and the
Right.
GSX-8 is GSX-8R. I don't know why.
But man, it's a beautiful machine, and Suzuki. It reminds me of when they come out with the SV650. They got a bike that works well right out of the box. It's fast. It's competitive. It don't require, you know, I don't want to say a lot of money, but everything in racing is a lot of money. But listen, it's a proper weapon. It really is. Yeah, it's fast. What was that thing make 100 horsepower? I think like right
Yeah,
around 100
around
horsepower,
100,
something like that.
102, something
Yeah,
like that.
man, your next steps in 2026, man, you're gonna have a proper mega season, and I can't wait to see that
Mm-hmm.
trophy collection behind you just get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Soon, Dad's gonna have to build a whole nother side of the house just to keep all your stuff in.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So 2026, man, already made 2 big announcements, man. You got the 2026 season is fast approaching, and you got this new ice race coming up, which is absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna go on and say it right now, dude. You're gonna finish first, and everybody else is gonna have to play catch up, man. So you guys heard it here first. And the next
All
time we
right.
sit down in 2026, that trophy will be right here behind them. See, here it is. Boom. There we go. Let's go. So, dude, 2026, man, the season I just said, we're fast approaching it, man. Are you super excited? And what
Yeah.
expectations do you have coming in?
Yeah. I'm excited for all this. I know I'm sitting down. I was sitting down here about probably early September. We were watching one of the last flat track races of the season, and my dad comes down. He's like, "All right, what do you want to do? Flat track or road race?" And I told him, I'm like, let me think about it. Let me think about it. And I thought about it for about 5 minutes. And I looked at him. I said, I came up with a plan. Sell the one flat track bike, use one of his flat track bikes, and then we can get the 8R. And I think that's the plan we're going forward with.
I love it. Great plan.
Yeah.
Great plan. I love it. And Cassie's a good dude too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, I'm excited, man. Dude, you have a bright future ahead of you. You are super fast, super humble. Your energy is absolutely amazing. Your social media presence is really good, man. You're the real deal, Cole. And dude, your dad's absolutely amazing. And this is what I love is the grassroots of racing. Right here, what we're
Right.
talking about. It started from your dad, he passes it down to you, from the PW, the TTR 50, whatever it was, to getting in a flat track and transition it to road racing and still having, finding the balance between trying to do both of them, right? Because they're both
Right.
super important. Seat time is absolutely what you need to get progressing, go faster and faster. With saying that, are you guys big into endurance racing?
Yeah. I did one this year, and then we did one in 2024 at Pittsburgh. That was the only exception to the big bike race we did in 2024. Besides at Roebling, we did a weir race at Pitt, and sadly, I'm not going to be able to ever do that again. That's I know you've probably heard about that. We all heard about that pit getting sold.
It's a bummer.
It is, yeah.
It's what we don't need.
It's exactly what we don't need.
It's exactly what we don't need, right? It's yeah, I hate to hear that, man. I do. Aren't they supposed to turn it into some apartment complex or
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
bunch of condos and stuff.
No. We got to protest it somehow, right? Like, no, let's no, yeah.
Make a picket line at
That's
the
at the pit,
entrance.
yeah, right. No, yeah. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, man, it's. Let me ask you this: what's your favorite track you've been on so far? Flat track and road
Ooh.
race.
Ooh. Well, since we just got that bike, my dad's not going to like me for saying this, but Frederick, Maryland, half mile.
What about it that you love so much? Just the way it flows.
Yeah, it's something. It's unlike any track I've ever ridden before. It's pea gravel. You probably know what that is, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like very loose screenings, rock
yeah,
screenings.
yeah. Makes it.
Fun, very fun. And if Sammy Halbert's listening to this, Sammy Halbert happens to hear this, my dad's got a good story about Frederick and you.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about
Something
that.
about bear hugging a telephone post or something.
Yeah, I
Right
can't wait
straight
to hear
away.
this story. Let's go, right? Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Sammy Halbert, man. He's a absolute legend, and an honor to call friend for sure. Him and his wife and yeah, everybody. They're truly amazing people. So,
Yeah,
yeah, man. Absolutely.
yeah.
Good stuff.
My favorite road race track. Now that Pitt's gone, I'm gonna say Jersey.
I got a couple friends that love Jersey. It's a great
Yeah,
track. It's a great layout.
it's grippy. When it's hot, it's very tacky.
What about have you raced out there in a
I've been out there when it's damp, not raining, but it's still not terrible.
I gotcha. I gotcha. My favorite racetrack in America is Road America. And VIR, of course. I love VIR. VIR is just super challenging. It's a track you don't get no rest at. You really, it's very important, obviously, to have track knowledge. That's key in any track you go to. But to me, like turn one is just such a challenging turn, right? Because it's almost like a double
Yeah.
apex, but it's not a double apex. It's long, it's
Mm-hmm.
wide, and it comes back. And going into 2 and 3, you can break so deep and so late because yeah, it's a crazy track. Road Atlanta is pretty cool. I'm not really a big two fan of 4, 5, and 6. I think going through Atlanta, it's just that there's fast little switchbacks.
Right.
But yeah, I'm with you on that. Jersey is. I've never had the honor to ride Jersey. I will one day. So
Yeah. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. It's a very, very fun track to mess around on.
seeing you guys come out of that last corner right underneath the bridge, getting on that front straightaway, you guys just rip it through there. It's amazing to watch because I was standing on the other side of the track, so I can see you guys come. Well, you don't get to see you come straight. You do for a second. It's you guys rip it through there. I
Yeah.
was like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Sammy says, "Oh man, I remember that Sammy Halbert crash."
Yeah.
Yeah. Sammy's an absolute legend of the sport for sure. So let me ask you this, man: what is your dreams and goals, your visions that you want to do in road racing or flat track?
You know, I don't get asked this a lot, surprisingly. Um, yeah, that's take it to the top. I'm not. I don't. I want to stay here. I'll say that. We love America. We love America, and I love this. I love the sport over here. We need to grow it. I know it's never going to be as big as Europe is. You got 5 MotoGP tracks within 2 hours, but like over here, you got a lot of good tracks. You got a good series. You got good people running the series. And if I can make it to the top in that, I'll be a very happy person.
And you will,
And I
110%.
will.
Absolutely. You're going to be a flat track champion and a road race champion. To me, in my eyes, you're already a champion anyway and a legend. So, yeah, you're just going to add more to it. So, yeah, I can't wait, man. It's a bright future again you have ahead of you, man. It's awesome. And you're still in school, right? Obviously. Do you
Yep.
go to school or are you
Yeah.
homeschooled?
I go to school.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I think it's important to still go to school to, get out of the racing and focus on your friends and
Right.
being a young adult, right? It does a reset right here. And then when you come back to the track, I don't want to say it makes it more special. It's just it's something you really look forward to. Do you a lot of kids at school be like, dude, you road race at flat track? How cool is that?
I think you might be surprised about this one. It's more getting made fun of about it than being
What?
celebrated for it. It's weird. Like if I go to school and I say, "Oh, I was doing this," and they're like, "Oh, what kind of weird sport is that? I'm over here. That's not even a sport. You don't do that." I'm like, if you understood the amount of physical training, the amount of mental training that you have to do this. I had one of my friends came over and he was one of the kids that used to like always bash me about it. He's like, "Oh, you never do anything. You just sit on a bike and twist your wrist." And I put him in my leathers, boots, helmet, made him sit on the 400 tuck down. He couldn't tuck down. He did not have the core strength to tuck down. And this dude's a wrestler. He didn't have the core strength to tuck down.
And you're like, it's not that easy, is it?
It's not that easy.
You guys make it look easy, and girls make it look super
Yep.
easy, right? Like Rossi, Cole Varnes, all you. We watch you from the sideline. We're like, I can do that, right? And you get on a bike, you show up. Everybody will remember the first track day, the first leather suit they put on, right? And you go out there, and next thing you know, this 12-year-old comes just blowing by you. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I got a long way to go and a lot to learn.
I always tell people, I say, all right, I'll pay for your class. I'll pay for signups. I'll pay for gas. I'll pay for tires. I will not pay your hospital bill. It's what I always tell people every time.
Hope you got good insurance, right? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Sammy says, you can do it, Cole. I believe in you. Me too, Sammy. Absolutely. Let's go, man. Love the energy, Sammy. Manda says, love that answer, Cole. Me too. Me too. Varnes Racing
That's me.
2270. There it is. Thanks, bud. Yeah, he answered his own question. And then Mike Varnes with the and Sammy with the laughing emojis. That's hilarious. Yeah, man. So speaking of the training and mentally preparing and all that, Cole, how do you train for during the season? And do you train harder for the upcoming season? And kind of
Yeah, usually, so like the last 3 years, excluding this summer, I went to the gym like hard on and off about 3 days a week, 3 days a week. And then like this summer, I took a break. I'm like, okay, I need to just have it like a summer during the season where I can just kind of relax a little bit and focus directly on racing. And in like, I think September, I'm like, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym again. Went to the gym for 2 weeks, broke my ankle.
at the gym.
Not at the gym, at the
Oh
track.
no. Oh
At the
no.
track, running a race at Lincoln Speedway. For car people, you know what that track is. I put my foot in a hole last lap, leading by over straightaway in a 450. Huge thanks to Rich Mellinger, a friend of mine, for letting me ride that bike. Absolute rocket ship of a bike, and I ended up just going and put my foot in the wrong place, and not good.
Not good at all. Everything okay now?
Yeah, we're getting back to normal slowly. Slowly, we're getting back to normal. I should be able to race. I'm going to be back for the ice race. I want to go to Timonium on the 20th, really bad. But I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if my dad's going to appreciate if I go or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back to a warm house or an open bedroom door if I do that.
You'd be sleeping in the doghouse out back. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, well, speaking of, you training, obviously your ankle's broke. So are you doing any training now or are you just
I'm going to start getting back to the gym soon. I had a longer excursion from the gym than I wanted to be, than I wanted to have, but I'm gonna start getting back. I know I have to. This bike is twice as heavy as the other one. You got to maneuver it. It's harder to move. It's gonna be a challenge, but I also know there's gonna come a point where if I don't go to the gym, it's gonna hold me back.
100%. 100% Cole. And what was saying that, man, you got to train harder than Josh Herron's training. You got to train
Right.
harder than what you got to want it more. You know,
Right.
that's key is you got to be hungry. You got to want it. So speaking of all this training and stuff, do you during the season, a lot of my friends tend to stick to a certain type of diet, right? Do you do that too as well or
Yeah. So I'm almost identical to Matty Chapin, Matthew. We can eat almost whatever we want, and we don't gain weight.
lucky? Lucky.
Like I remember, I'd be putting 4 scoops of ice cream in a bowl after dinner, and my dad's like, "You can't have that much. You can't have that much. You're gonna gain weight." And I eat it, and I go weigh myself. I'm the same weight, the exact same weight.
You got a fast metabolism. That's
I
what
got a
it is.
very fast metabolism.
Yeah. One day, hopefully that'll stay the same. 100%. Yeah. Uh, yeah, man. But it is important, eating healthy because the healthy food you put in your body, it's fuel for your
Right.
body, right? But yeah, Matthew, I asked Matthew that too. He's like, no, dude, I eat whatever I want. Ice cream, cookies, brownies, pizza, don't matter. Some can, some can't. So
Yep, I know. He told me he's like he came up to me at DMV Mini GP. He used to race there all the time. We'd race against each other. That was the first spot that I actually went expert in racing. It was my second year racing, and I finally went expert. And then I think was that the track layout. They changed the track layout every year. Turn one is completely different. Um, but yeah, when I was there, he comes up to me, he's like, dude, I'm a twig. I could go out, eat whatever I want, whenever I want to, and I would be the exact same weight.
it's hilarious. So let me ask you this, in road racing, who's been your biggest competitor? And also that same question in flat track. Like who pushed you the most? Who made you say, "Man, I got to step my game up"?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Jaden McKellar, Melvin McKellar, Val Gomez, Michaela Moore. They were all racing against each other.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, and then in um in flat track, Budman, Adam Costin, very fast guy. He's part of that ice crew too. He's racing with us.
Let's go.
And then yeah, I Budman, Megan Grimmel. Um yeah, that's really it for flat track.
Love it, man.
It's
I
gonna
love
be
it.
different now that I'm moving up to expert. Still Budman moved up last year, so I'm still gonna be up there. I don't know who I'm gonna be messing with.
You,
Logan McGrain, Jeremiah Snow. I know I was racing those two. I was in Cunningham's. I was racing open amateur at a track called Piston Poppers Raceway in Coatesville. It's TT. Get a jump and a right hand turn, and they combined open expert and open amateur because there was not that many riders. So I was out there on a 250 against 450 experts, and I ended up passing one at the start, kept them off for like 2 laps, and then he just blitzed me on the back straightaway. And I thought I was going to hit him because he went into the turn and just. I went in there and I thought I was going to T-bone him. And he stood it in line, made the turn. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I'm not ready for this yet.
he parked it in the middle of the corner. You're like, oh shit, let's go. Yeah, move out the way. I'm coming through. I can't stop. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, and that said guy is the guy who races for the RV68 Foundation, Logan McGrain.
Oh, love it, man. I love it, dude. Huge fan of. I just love racing. I just love racing. It's
Who doesn't?
bro. I'm telling you. So, do you watch the Isle of Man TT or?
I do not. I see clips of it, shorts of it. I never watched a full race, but I those guys are. I remember I was sitting at the at VIR. Ryder Davis had that pool,
Yep,
the inflatable pool, and
yep.
I'm sitting in there with him. He goes, "I'm gonna." He says to his dad, "I'm gonna go race the Isle of Man TT when I'm 16." And his dad goes, "Over my dead body, you're not."
It's to me, man, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in on two wheels, period. And we often use the term aliens with Mark Marquez and Rossi and Stoner and them. To me, the true aliens are all the men
Yeah,
and women that race real road racing, Northwest, Isle of Man, all that stuff. It's yeah, to me, it's not that they're faster than you, Cole, or they're better than you.
right,
Me personally, just watching it and be a fan of closed course and open roads is they feel comfortable doing those speeds in a confined space with no runoff versus we're totally out of our element. We're like, absolutely not, right?
right.
Uh versus, we're okay at a wide open space with air barriers and air fences and
Yeah,
we
right.
don't
They're
have to
going
worry about it.
190 something, dragging their shoulder on a wall,
Wall.
brick wall on the inside of the turn. We're going maybe fastest turn of the year is 120, I think, dragging our knees and elbows. Those guys are different.
They're different, right? And it's funny. I had this conversation with my buddy. I was like, dude, you know the people that race the real road racing, they can go to closed circuits and race, but 99.9% of people that do closed races, they won't do the TT. They won't do the Northwest, right? There's only a select few that will do it. So yeah, man. And then of course, do you follow BSB or
I do not.
ASBK?
I do not follow
Right?
BSB now.
But you need to. 100% you
I
need to.
know I should. I've we're trying to get in a little bit to watching overseas racing. I've been starting to watch replays of MotoGP races, Moto2, Moto3 races, but I haven't caught up with BSB yet. No.
It's BSB has the best racing over MotoGP, hands down. It is absolute, dude. You're gonna be on the edge of your seat, going, "Bro, you kidding me right now?" Yeah, just go to YouTube and British Superbikes and watch the 2025 season and be like, "Dude, yeah, this is where it's at." Moto 3 to me is my favorite class out of the whole GP, just
Oh
because
yeah.
just,
Oh yeah.
bro, it's like flat track racing. It's just like everybody's right here. They're dicing it up. They're cutting each other off, parking it. And it's absolutely amazing to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. So let me ask you this, man. You've had an amazing journey, an amazing story so far. Your career is just getting started. You have the whole world ahead of you. You are absolutely proper mega fast and already a legend of the sport, right? Your ceiling, there is no ceiling. You go make it as far as you want to go, but it's up to you to put in the work and how bad you want it, right? So congratulations on the whole ice race again. You heard it here first. You're going to be number one. That trophy's going to be in the background when you sit down next year. In 2026 season, man, you're going to show up, getting your stride, and I feel sorry for everybody else that's going to be on the track once that happens, because it's going to be a domination. Let's go, Cole. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you and your dad. Again, it's the whole beautiful of roots of grassroots of racing, and that's the reason why
Yeah.
you're here right now is because of that man, Mike. So but I want to get into the second part of our podcast where we get to know Cole and what Cole does away from all motorcycle racing and stuff. And the first thing I want to ask you is tell us something that we don't know about Cole Varnes at all.
Let's see here. Yeah. I love skiing. I ride horses. We got a horse farm. That's I do a lot of practice around here. Um, people always come up to me and say, "Oh, you're a flat tracker turned road racer. You're a road racer turned flat tracker." I am a horse rider turned hare scrambler turned road racer turned flat tracker turned road racer again. I am the combination of all of them.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. Have you thought about what life is after racing, like a job you want to do?
Not really, no. I know I should start thinking about it considering I'm getting out of high school in a couple years, but I haven't put too much thought into it.
it's good to have a backup plan, my friend. It's
Right.
something you wanna get into, whether it's welding or plumbing or whatever. So yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you this: what's your worst habit?
My worst habit. Uh,
Your dad's like, I know you ain't gotta think this long on it. I already know. Look at him, say he's thinking hard too.
I'm thinking.
Mine, I'm bad sometimes at procrastinating.
Yeah, I'm bad with that too. I'd say,
Mike says, I know it. I know you do, Mike.
yeah, I'd say I got two of them. My addiction to video games and eating a lot more than I should.
Yeah, that's something that I when I went on my big weight loss thing, I was a fat boy. I was 270 pounds in a 40-inch waist. I'm in a 34. I weigh like 197 pounds now. But all that was portion control and changing my
Right.
diet and yada yada yada. So yeah, man, it's definitely yeah, eating a lot. That's funny. You and Matthew, I could see that for sure. Because every time I see him, he's always eating too. That's for sure. Oh my god. Oh man. So video games, bro. We talked about this. I got a PlayStation. My son's got the
Yeah,
newest Xbox or whatever it is. He's big into Fortnite, and we got him an Oculus, the VR Oculuses. Dude, have you played that?
I got one. I got one sitting over there. I use it for sim racing.
Oh, that's sweet. I never thought about that. I might have to do that. I remember I downloaded when we got it for my son. The first thing, I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, right? So I downloaded this Star Wars game, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking down, and I'm like, dude, I'm in a spaceship, and the robot's talking to me, and I can do like all these things. And I went to climb down a ladder, and my feet got sweaty, and it was just absolutely different experience. It's
Yeah,
yeah. Look, Mike says I was gonna say picking his nose.
I
My son be doing the same thing. I'm always like, Cole, don't worry about it. I'm like, Rossi, are you digging for gold? And he just looks at me. I'm like, dude, I love it. Look, Cole's like, Dad. So
shut up.
that's hilarious. Dude, I'm currently playing Rod 5, and then I'm doing I'm a big Assassin's Creed nerd, right? I played all
Okay.
the Assassin's Creed, so I'm playing Origins right now. I haven't downloaded the new one yet because I'm waiting for it to go on sale. I usually wait a year or two after they come out, just because I don't have a whole lot of time to play, and it might take me a year or two just to beat the game I'm playing now. So,
Yeah,
um,
Rod Five's story mode is long,
the career
very
mode,
long.
yep,
Yeah, the career mode is very long.
yeah, I got like I think 8 more race. Hold up. I got 3 more races, and then I moved to the last class where there's, I don't know, whatever, 20 something races or whatever it is. So it's a fun game though. I like going back and playing the old motorcycles, the
Yeah.
RC51s and the YZF, the RC45s. It's yeah, absolutely amazing. What's your go-to karaoke song? Do you sing karaoke?
Oh, we're back to this again.
Yeah, we're back to this. I told you it was coming. Let's go.
Uh, no, I do not sing for good reason.
I don't either, but
It
karaoke's
sounds
fun.
horrible when I sing.
That's all right, though, because you guys stay tuned. I told them I'm gonna get me a karaoke machine. So 2026, I'm gonna be carrying it around with me, and during the race weekend, I'm gonna get this guy right here, Cole Varnes. Me and him gonna do a karaoke song at VIR, and yeah, social media. Stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. So me and you need to get together and decide on what song we're
Yeah,
gonna do. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I'm telling you, it's good to get out of your comfort zone, man, and have
right.
fun with it. It's you can do anything, Cole. Put your mind to it, my friend. 100%. What's the one superpower you wish you had?
It would be cool to have invisibility.
What's the first thing you do if you could be invisible?
Get on a bike and start doing wheelies.
The ghost bike.
Go down the highway doing a wheelie.
I love it. I would love to do. I put a lot of thought in this, and my answers changed a couple times, but it's been the same. The more I think about it, it's teleportation, man. I'd be awesome to
Yeah.
teleport. I could be like, Cole, I'm coming over to hang out with you and Mike. We do the podcast in your room right here. Boom! I snap my fingers, and I'm there with all my setup. And hey, dude, you want to go to Phillip Island? Let's go. Snap, and I come home every night. It'd be yeah. So
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
I've been stuck between uh invisibility. When people ask me this question, I'm stuck between invisibility or like the ability to not get hurt. Like the no like the Superman ability to not feel pain, get hurt, any of that.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
But
That
sometimes,
would have got me to Daytona this year.
yeah. Sometimes you got to embrace the pain and enjoy it. It makes you feel alive sometimes. Right? It sucks, but I just tend to look at the positive sides. Like when I broke my
Right.
wrist and snapped my tendon, it hurt, and I was crying, but I was like, "What a beautiful pain!" Right? My wife's like, "You're an idiot." And I was like, "Yes, yes, but let's go." Dude, spicy food. Cole, are you a spicy food guy?
I am a spicy food guy.
I love it. I love it. Do you watch the hot ones on YouTube?
I don't know.
Oh, bro, dude, you got to go to YouTube and watch the hot ones. This guy sits down, Sean, and he interviews Matthew McConaughey, all these famous people, right? And he's got a tray of 10 hot wings from 1,000 Scoville to the last one, I think is like 4 million Scoville. And he interviews you as you're eating the wings. It's actually a really good show. So uh yeah, I'm big into spicy food, so much so to where yeah, sometimes I make myself cry and hurt for days, but it's fun and it's worth it. My wife tells me I'm crazy. But yeah, audiobooks. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Is that something you do too as well?
Not necessarily. I don't do audiobooks, but like when I was going when we were on our way to Lincoln, when I messed up my ankle, I was reading Shawshank Redemption for a school project.
It's a great book.
It is a great book.
Yeah, it's a great story.
Movie's better. Who
But
said that?
yeah, right. Yeah, usually it's the other way around. Usually the books are better than
Right.
movies, just because the movies can only be so long and they can only tell so much of the story or whatever. But I used to be big into like physically reading books. The younger I get, I find that when I start reading a book, I end up going to sleep, right? So I switch to audiobooks, especially when I go to races or I'm at work. If I'm not listening to a podcast, whether it's Joe Rogan or Pipe Dreams or Moto PG or whatever it is, or Pendergast, right?
Right.
It's I'll throw in an audiobook. Matter of fact, I just started listening to The Art of Racing in the Rain. So yeah, I want to see the movie. It's a dog. I'm a dog person, and I recently just had to, I lost one of my dogs not too long ago. So I've been putting it off this book and watching the movie for several years, but you always know when it's the right time to
Right.
start something. So that's the next book I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna give you a book recommendation.
All right. Shoot. Let me
Listen,
hear it.
I love all types of road racing books. Like I listen to you name it. If it's an audio book, I have it. But the best audio road racing book that I've heard to date is John Hopkins Leathered. You can get it on paperback, hardback. It's an audiobook form. Dude, his story, he puts it all out there. He talks about the pill addiction, the alcoholism, the whole nine. And it was just such an amazing book. It was so much so to where you get in a book or you listen to a podcast, you're like, I got a phone call or something. You're like, okay, just another minute, just one more chapter, right? Next thing I know, I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. It's 2:00 in the morning. I gotta be up at 4:30, right? Dude, John Hopkins Leathered. I give that book recommendation out. As far as a book, an uplifting book that you listen to where it's positive and you say, man, I can do anything. Like I can, if I put my mind to it, the world is mine. David Goggins, you got to listen to his book, Can't Hurt Me. It is absolutely an amazing book. He was the 37th Black Navy SEAL in the history. Um, his whole journey, it equivalates to road racing, right? It's all right here. It's the mental side of everything, of life and the sport. And
Right. Yeah.
Those two books right there, they're really good books. So yeah, man. Dude, do you have a certain routine you do when you prepare for battle? Is what I call it. When you go out there on the track, like any superstitions, I got to put my left boot on before my right boot, wear my socks inside out, anything like that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
No, just get on with it.
There'll be like, I see people, they like got their headphones on, they're locked in before a race, and I don't get it. I've done it a couple times. I don't feel any difference really. Like I feel the best like right after I'm talking to my dad. Like I'd be talking to my dad, have a conversation with him, whether we're in an argument about something, why we need to change the front to affect the rear, um, or why this is doing that, or we're just having a conversation about what we're gonna have for dinner when I get off the track. Like that's when I do my best. Is after I'm after I'm socializing, I go out and I always end up going somewhat better.
Well, that is a certain routine you do that you set because it gets your mind out of that what you're getting ready to do, right? And the more clear it
Right.
is of what you're going to do, the more focused you are when you're out there doing it, right? So, yeah, man. And again, dude, the whole journey between father and son, it's a journey and it's so unique and it's a special bond that not a lot of people in the world get to do or share. So
Yeah.
it's truly amazing, man, for sure. Let me ask you this: if you could travel back to any era of time, where would you go back to?
What was the last year of the 990s in MotoGP?
2006.
Yeah, 2005 or 2006. Go watch Phillip Island on a 990.
Uh, Amazing, dude. My favorite person to ride Phillip Island to watch was Stoner, hands down. He rode that track like nobody's to this day rides
Hmm.
that track. He's just
I'd be scrolling through my shorts feeder on TikTok, and I just scroll through. And, like it's almost every other video is a video of Stoner drifting at Phillip Island out of that last turn.
it's again, it's one of those things you see and you're like, even when you listen to the MotoGP riders that race with him, they're like, I don't know how he did it. Like he's just an alien
Yeah,
at that
he's an
track.
alien to them.
Stoner to me, there's very few people that I've seen have this just uncanny ability above everybody else. One of them's Casey Stoner,
Yeah.
hands down. I mean, his ability is just it's hard to put into words. Him and Anthony Gobert. The Go Show was another one. I don't know if you remember him. He's an old school racer. He's no longer with us anymore. Um, he was a legend on. I mean, you can put him on anything, and he was a ripper. But just his uncanny ability, just to ride around all the problems and the issues, and just yeah, it's just something magical to see for sure. Absolutely magical to see. What's one thing Cole Varnes cannot live without?
Hmm.
Everybody says the phone, right? Let's go. All right. What's on your bucket list? Do you have anything on your bucket list you want to do?
I didn't give this one much thought before, but it always crossed my mind that I want to do it at some point, and it's gonna force my dad to go broke. um, I wanna race a car at some point. I want to race like a GT3. Like I want to participate in like a GT3 race at some point.
And not just on the sim, Dad.
Yeah, not just sitting in a cockpit with a big screen in front of me on a 10 Newton meter wheel. I want to be playing. I want to be racing that thing in real life.
My dad and my uncle went to Road Atlanta to some was it Skip Barber?
Yeah,
Some
Skip Barb.
yeah, race school. They went out there
Yeah.
and they talk about it to this day, like, dude, it was so much fun and blah 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 blah. So car racing's a lot of fun. I watch car racing. I'm not a big NASCAR fan. I'm not a big of the oval circuits unless it's flat track. Then all day, right? I'm in. But
Yeah.
and I'm not saying there's no talent because yeah, it's skilled. You're racing 200 plus miles an hour, like this close from each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? You got to have skill to do it. it's just boring, man. But seeing that in real life is a different story. Again, NASCAR is one of those things you go in real life, you feel the horsepower and the noise and the energy and how loud it is. And you're just like, let's go, So
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw a video on TikTok of some woman standing at the start finish at Daytona, and her wig blew off because they're going 250 almost past that start finish.
How embarrassing that would be, right? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, my wig. Just embrace it. Yeah, just embrace it. Just Sinead O'Connor. Do you have any hidden talents we don't know about?
Not necessarily. Not at all. Besides the fact that I can ride a horse, I can play a trumpet.
There you go. You can play a trumpet. That's
I
something
can
we
play
didn't
the
know
trumpet.
about you. Yeah. So you like musical instruments? Is that something you see you continue doing or no? He's like, I just did it for school. That's
Yeah,
it.
I did it. I did it because in fifth grade you needed to. When I was in fifth grade, you had to, and then I didn't do it for sixth. I did it for seventh and eighth, and then after eighth grade, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done with this.
Who's your biggest inspiration in road racing?
Can it be someone I'm gonna race with this year?
It could be anybody. It's
Chapin.
whoever it is to you, Cole.
Chapin.
Dude, Matthew Chapin's
Matthew Chapin.
weapon,
Friend of
man.
mine.
Yep,
Good
me
friend of
too.
mine.
Yep.
Also soon to be rival.
I love it, man. I love the all the Chapins, his dad, mom, they're
Yeah.
just amazing people, man. So, when we're saying that, dude, it is a question that I had right here that when you said that triggered me to remember it. You being such a competitor on the track, is it hard for you to still have friends in the paddock, knowing you're going to go out there and race with them? Some people can't, though, Cole. So
Yeah,
some
I know,
people
I
find it
know.
difficult.
I know. But yeah, it's I struggle with it a little bit when I first started racing, but now I'm like I could be having a friendly conversation about what we're gonna do after the race. Like me and Ryder, we went to the pool after the one race, and then McKellar was all there. We were all talking about what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out for dinner. We're gonna go to this pool. We're gonna go have fun. We're gonna ride pit bikes. And then I go out and I stuff McKellar in turn one first lap. Like, and then we come off. We're like, hey, let's go out to dinner. Like, we're all having fun. We're all there to have fun until you get out and track. Then it's lock in a clock.
It's lock in a clock.
It's lock in a clock.
I like it, man. It's lock in a clock. That's a good saying. I'm gonna have to start saying that. Lock in a clock. Good stuff. What's up, Buttercup? There goes my boy Rossi. He did. You wasn't there with us when we met. Call it. No, Rossi didn't go to VR with me. You got to go this year when we go to the club races. No, Rossi loves the Moto America racing. He's not too big of a fan of club racing. Yeah, Mike says lock in a clock. That's freaking hilarious.
Lock in a clock.
Lock in a clock. I like it. I like it. Well, listen, Cole, this has been a lot of fun. Your journey's absolutely amazing. Before we get into all our shout outs, I do have one last question I'm going to ask you. And after we end this, just stay on with me as we talked about previously so we can schedule our next one and I can get your dad's schedule too. Money, no object. Your career is already over in road racing, flat track. You're the umpteenth time world champion in both categories. Okay. You have your own Moto America team. What motorcycle brand is going to be underneath your awning? And who are the two current riders that you would put on your bikes?
Yeah. Okay. I think I got something. All right. I would be running Gixxer 750s, and I'd be putting one of my friends who hasn't been able to race. He's been stuck with sports, financial. They can't come. Colin Sweely, one of my friends. I'd like to get him on a bike again, have him come out, And then I'd probably put you know what? Just to say it, I probably put my dad on it.
I was going to ask you. My last question was, who's faster, you or your dad?
Me.
Real quick too, but
Oh,
no
yes.
hesitation.
Oh,
Me
yes.
by far, right? Not even in
He
dad's
knows it.
heyday.
He won't admit it, but he knows it.
Not even in his heyday.
Listen, he had 150 more horsepower than me back then.
He said he's dreaming. I love it.
I am faster.
Love it. I love it. Well, listen, Cole, it's been an absolute honor to have you down and hear all about your journey. You guys and girls, stay tuned because we're going to talk more. I'm going to have Cole on next year, the beginning of next year. I'm gonna let you end the podcast by all your shout outs, but first I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that watches this podcast. If it wasn't for Cole and all my friends coming on here, I wouldn't be sitting here and be able to do this. So it's nothing but love to each and every single one of you out there. I really appreciate it. It means so much to me. It's an absolute honor. If you had not had the chance yet, please to go to all my socials and the likes and the ding dongs and the TikToks and the Instas. You guys know the deal and the dreams. Let's go. So it helps me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. JoJo says we've all seen your dad is faster.
Shut up, JoJo.
I love it. Thanks, JoJo, and thank you for everybody that tuned in during this live podcast. I really appreciate everybody. This thing will be out everywhere in about 30 minutes as soon as we get done. Spotify, iHeart, and I'll tag you on all that good stuff. Right. But yeah, listen, Cole, tell everybody where they can find you on social medias, and are you going to have any merch available for people to buy?
Yeah, we're actually working on the merch. I'm trying to get my dad to do a reprint of. We got these T-shirts right now. We only got a couple left, all extra large, but we're getting new reprints of what my dad had as T-shirt design. We're gonna get me on it instead. Same kind of design. Just different bike, different person. And then, socials. You can find me on Varnes Racing on YouTube, Cole Varnes on Instagram, Cole V24 TikTok, and Varnes Racing 24 on Facebook.
I love it. I love it. Real quick, what's the reason for the number 24? Why did you choose that as a race number?
Yeah, I picked 24 because my dad was always 24. He was originally 26, and then when he went pro in AFT, he had to switch his national number to 24. Someone else had 26.
Carrying the legacy. I love it. I love it. Absolute honor, right? Right, Dad? Absolute honor to have the son carry the legacy of the number. I love it. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor to sit down today with the legend, Cole Varnes. Next race you got. What's the next race? The ice race you're going to?
The ice race, yep.
Okay, listen, if you're going to be there, please stop by, say hi, get that picture, get that autograph. Yes, show them all the love and support. So, yeah, let's go. On that note, we are out of here. I will see you guys soon. Cole, is there one last thing you want to say before I end this?
Yeah, there's a couple people I'd like to thank. For last year's help, I'd like to thank Carnes Performance, Penske Racing, Arai Americas, Schaefer's Motors, Bob's Pools, Dietrich Trucking, Jim and Dolly, Dunlop, Reading Center Motorsports, Classic Harley Davidson. We go up there every now and then. They got a good lot to practice in. Vortex, Motion Pro, Woodcraft, DID, Revit, MotorX, and Trackside Parts Club.
I love it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Good stuff. Well, that's it. That's all we got on this episode. We will see you guys soon. All right. And this.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.
All right.